Grab your summer wine, let's talk about crime. I am Tamara, welcome to Crimey Corner. Crimey Corner. Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamara and I love a good crime story. As the intro said, no more talking. We'll just get straight into the video. I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm so happy to have you. I have this crime story all the way from I said all the way, like if it's all the way, but from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's very strange, but I promise you it's very interesting. So stick around and yeah, grab your wine, grab something to drink, grab something to eat, get comfortable, and let's jump right into this crime story. 8 a.m. November 16th, Evesham Village, 1994. Something sinister was about to happen. Caroline Moses lives with her common law husband, Cardinal Williams, and their two children, 4 years old Hazel Ann and 2 years old Brenton. A few years into a relationship, they're living together and it began to get rough and things were not as sweet as they would have been in the beginning. Caroline began seeing other men and had gone off with them on many different occasions. On one occasion, she even lived with another man for about 6 months, and then she returned home to Cardinal and he took her back and welcomed her back home, and they continued their relationship. But everyone in the neighborhood knew about Caroline's affairs that she had with other men, and so Cardinal's friends would make jokes and they would laugh at him, and I would imagine that this would be very bruising to his ego as a man. Nobody would want another person to laugh after them and make fun of them because of something that their partner is doing, especially cheating. So I could imagine how he must have felt and how he probably wasn't even able to handle something like that. Let's carry on. While out spending the night with another man, Caroline made a report to the police and she told them that she wanted to go to the house and remove all her possessions from the home that she shared with Cardinal. So I guess this time she decided that she was not coming back. He was surprised to find that when he returned home, all the things were gone from his home. She took everything. The next morning, he looked out his house and he saw her passing carrying water. And so he decided to confront her, and he went outside, he started talking to her, and he requested that she return a pot that he used to cook his children's food. She refused to return the pot. He said nothing after that. She then held the hand of the neighbor, another man, and they began walking away. Seeing this, Cardinal, I guess he was enraged with jealousy and he could not take any more of the disrespect, I guess, and he ran into the house, got a knife, went back out and did the most unthinkable thing imaginable. Cardinal went back outside, threw Caroline on the ground, and he her throat and left her there. He then went back into the house. He did not leave it there. He went back into the house and realizing what he had done, and he realized, oh my God, I just killed my girlfriend, my common law wife, and it's either I'm going to jail to spend the rest of my life or I'm going to be hanged. And he decided that the best option was, okay, since I'm going to jail, there would be nobody to take care of my children and they would be without a father and a mother. He relayed this to his young daughter. She told him, she was like, Dad, I'm sure somebody would take care of us. We would be okay. He did not believe that his children would be okay living without a mother and a father. So what he decided to do was, he decided to do the same thing to them that he did to their mother. But he took them to separate rooms because he did not want one to see what he was doing to the other. Now, as though this was not enough, he then set the house on fire. He walked all the way down to the Mesopotamia police station and he surrendered to the police. He told them everything that had happened. And then I'm asking myself, why didn't anyone try to help her? She was walking with a man. Why didn't he try to intervene and protect Caroline from her raging, out of control, angry, common law husband? No one tried to help her. I guess when these things happen, I ask a question, but I assume and I think that in the moment when it is happening, everybody's in shock and everybody's afraid that if they go into that line of fire, they too can meet the same fate. The village of Evesham was in mourning. A mother and her children were murdered by the hands of their father and her common law husband. And he thought that he was going to be hanged. I guess everybody in the neighborhood thought so too. Everybody in the community thought that, okay, this was a very gruesome, horrific crime. The only thing suitable, the only punishment suitable for this man is for him to spend the rest of his life behind bars, away from society. Cardinal was indicted only for the murder of Caroline. So I was taken aback by this because I was like, what? He was not charged for the murder of his children as well? Well, apparently not. Because during the trial, it became unclear as to who murdered the children. And this is where the story gets really twisted. Because Cardinal gave his statement at the trial and he claimed that he had no memory as to what happened. He was suffering from amnesia all of a sudden. While he began telling his story, it followed along the lines of what he told the police when he surrendered himself at the police station. But then his story began to take a different turn. He stated that, yes, Caroline was having an affair with multiple different men and cheating on him, and that she had all this character flaw about her that we know from what he told the police on the day of the incident. But he told the police that when he approached Caroline that morning, she told him that she wanted to take the two children away from him. He refused and told her that was not going to happen. The children were going to stay with him. He said that Caroline said to him that if she could not take the children, he could not have them as well. When he went back into the house, he did not see his children. So he thought Caroline killed his children. And so he went back outside, took the knife, and murdered his common law wife because he thought she had killed their children. Now hold up, because I'm like, this does not make any sense. He went into the house, he did not see his children. So then why would he automatically assume that Caroline killed her children? And in return, he retaliated. Why would he automatically assume that? And then I'm thinking, when did Caroline get the time to go into the house, gather her children, or kill them, gather them up and kill them, take them out from the house, and he did not notice? When did that happen? So there was a huge gap in his story that he gave during the trial. But he tried to repair this gap by saying that he went into the house, he saw that the children were dead and that their throats were slit, and so he ran back out of the house, went after Caroline, and did the same thing to her. So then it was, first he didn't see the children, he thought they were dead, so he went and killed her. And then he said he went inside the house, he saw the children, they were dead, and he just knew that she did it. But that story still does not add up, because at what point was Caroline able to go into the house, murder the children, come back out to the road, and began walking away? Still doesn't add up. Still doesn't make any sense. And for what reason would she kill the children when she wanted to take them? Why would she not take the children, gather the things, and take them with her? Why would she kill them? Now, one person that was there stated that they witnessed the ordeal and they were there trying to see if they could feel a pulse from Caroline. The witness claimed that while she was there doing that, Cardinal looked out the window and he asked if Caroline was dead. He then stated that he was going to do the same thing to the children. And multiple persons came forward and claimed that they saw the children in the house and that the children were dead. Now, this would indicate and prove that he killed Caroline first and then he murdered the children. Even the police who arrived at the scene, they said that they saw the children in the house and that the children were dead. And you would think that that would be enough to send him to prison for the rest of his life, as he deserved to be. A psychiatrist was called to evaluate Cardinal to see whether or not he was unfit by reason of amnesia. But the psychiatrist found that he only had a slight depression, and this whole amnesia talk was just a sham, and nothing was wrong with Cardinal. The defense argued that Cardinal was provoked and that he believed that his children were dead by the hands of their mother. When all was said and done, Cardinal was sentenced to death by hanging, as he should. But he appealed his case, and it was concluded that the conviction of hanging should be set aside and a verdict of manslaughter would be substituted and given to him, and he would only serve 10 years in prison, and that would be it. Now, that I don't understand. This was given to him because they agreed that his mental condition diminished his responsibility in committing the crime. When the psychiatrist already said that nothing was wrong with him, he only had a little bit of depression and he was totally fine. In my opinion, I find this to be very ridiculous. I don't understand the justice system in that area and why they would release this man and only give him 10 years for such a horrific crime that he committed against his family. Cardinal served his 10 years and then he was released back into society to live a normal life. And he would prove that the decision made by the court to only give him 10 years and release him back into society was a wrong decision. Because in 2013, Cardinal was convicted for the murder of 67 years old retired teacher Hayford Ryan. Hayford, I hope I got that right. Hayford Ryan. Now, Hayford Ryan was found dead in his bed on March 28, 2008. Cardinal was living with Ryan at the time in Park Hill. Now, I believe that Ryan would still be alive if Cardinal was where he was supposed to be, which is behind bars for the rest of his life. I believe his death could have been prevented if the courts did not make such a stupid decision. But let me know what you think about this case. Let me know if you think that Cardinal deserved to be in prison for the rest of his life, or if you think that 10 years for manslaughter was the right judgment called by the court. And let me know if you think that he murdered the children or if the children were murdered by their mother, and then in retaliation to that, Cardinal did the same thing to his girlfriend. Let me know what you think about the case. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.